Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Marana Chamber podcast. I'm Audra Winters, and I'm your host for today's podcast. Thank you for joining us today. Our podcast features Marana Chamber members and business owners sharing information about their business, what makes them successful, what they have learned, and tips to help you with your everyday business life. We hope that you find these podcasts helpful and entertaining, and that you will let others know about them. Our podcasts are being recorded and edited by Anstar Production Group. I would now like to welcome our guests for today's show, Theresa with Achieve Strength and Fitness. Yay!
Yay! Hello.
Thank you for joining me, Theresa.
I'm happy to be here.
We're so glad to have you on our show. And congratulations. Your team won the cornhole tournament at the Great Marana Cornhole Tournament on Saturday. So congratulations.
Yes, thank you. They were very excited.
So now let's talk more about you.
Okay.
What got you started tell me a little bit about yourself and what got you started with your own business.
Okay, awesome. So we moved from the Chicagoland area in 2018. So we've been here almost 3 years. Prior to moving here, and when we first moved, I was in corporate banking. So I spent about almost 15 years in the banking industry. And when we moved here, I was doing that again. I had taken a few steps back in my journey in banking just because I didn't know anybody here. So I ended up back in a branch, which I hadn't done in 9 years. So since my daughter was a baby. And that made me realize that is not what I wanted to do long term. So long story short, ended up finding my way to being a manager of a fitness facility. And 2 months later, they said, "We are selling this location, so we'll give you first dibs." And I said, "Okay, well, I just left my career. The money is not flowing. Let me see what I can do." And thankfully, I was able to find an investor and a partner to team up with, and we purchased it. And I knew from the beginning that this particular location was something special. Something drew me to it and made me know that it was the right decision. But I spent years yo-yo dieting, going back and forth from gyms, going inside of big gyms and going, what am I going to do? And just hopping on the treadmill. And I've experienced bad trainers. I've experienced good trainers. I've done things like Nutrisystem and Jenny Craig and Slim Fast. And it was just always, I'd lose the weight and then I'd gain it right back, right? And then I'd find something else and I'd lose it and I'd gain it back. And so trying to come up with a motto or a model, I should say, that was good for everybody. So no matter your shape, size, age, you would be comfortable and we'd have sustainable nutrition plans to really help people lose the weight and then keep it off or gain muscle or whatever their goals are. So over the last 2 years, which is how long I've owned the business, we've done a lot of things to make sure that that is where we are. And I am happy to say that today I am more comfortable every day with what we're doing and the changes that we're making in people's lives. So it's super exciting to know that there was this vision and now it's actually coming to life.
So Achieve Strength and Fitness, it's not one of those big gyms or you pay your monthly fee and they take it out of your account and then they don't really even care if you come or not because they're taking your money. So kind of explain your business model to us and what makes you so successful in what you're doing.
Sure. So we, real quick, I'll go back just for a second. We ran under another, we licensed the name and programs from another gym back in the beginning. So when I bought the gym, we were named something else. Then we decided. Which I'm
glad you changed because I had such a hard time not only saying it, but spelling it. And
yeah, right. So did all of us. But in January of last year, so January of 2020, we decided to separate. And
good timing.
Right. Separate, rebrand, and just completely break all ties and run on our own because we knew what we had was different, right? And I knew that I wanted us to run independently. So again, our model was to reach as many people as we can and but reach them in an impactful way. So not just let's get as many members as we can and sign them up and then forget about them. One thing that really makes us special, and I think one of the reasons that we were able to survive and keep people engaged during our multiple shutdowns is because we know our members. Like, everybody's not just a number. We literally know everybody's names. All of our trainers, with the exception of one, were a member before they were trainers. So they know the culture, they've been a part of it. And they know the expectations. We have our core values, and I would list them all off right now, but I can tell you a couple of them. One is build relationships through honesty and transparency, right? So if something's going wrong, something's not working, we want you to tell us, and we're going to change it as needed. And vice versa. We're going to be honest with you and transparent on what's happening with the business. And then, be open to change. So when we had to shut down for COVID the first time, we that day got on Zoom, and we were teaching Zoom workouts and doing what we could just to keep people engaged. We ran challenges, partnered up people that didn't know each other to get them to network and build those relationships with each other, to hold them accountable during, the times when most people weren't able to work out. So the change and the being able to adjust to the changing times and the way the world is right now, you have to change because there are different expectations because of COVID, right? We've always been pretty sanitary.
I was going to say, yeah. I mean, you guys, when we went to the gym before, I mean, you would always wipe down everything. Everybody would have a nice towel, and there was social distancing already. So, you guys didn't really have to change much of that. It
right. Just going a little bit deeper into it, we've had the germ busters come out twice now.
Oh, okay.
And they do a disinfecting and protecting. They test everything to see where the cellular activity level is as far as germs go. And our floor the last time was literally so clean you could eat off of it. That was before they treated it. So we really take pride in making sure we're clean, we're welcoming, we know your name. We can modify exercises for people of all different levels, but people who have been working out forever will also find it challenging. So I think what really makes us special is the ability to work with really anybody. And I was saying on Saturday at the cornhole tournament, our youngest member's 9 and our oldest member's 77. So we literally work with everyone. We do customized nutrition coaching. So again, like I said, we want it to be sustainable. I don't want you to drop a bunch of weight and then gain it back. I want you to stick with it and know how to manage your food, because nutrition is such a big part of it. And one of those plans, so let's use those, those diets that are out there where you could sign up for a membership and then you're kind of stuck with it, right? Because what do you do when you don't get those meals from them anymore? You have to figure out how to do it on your own, and it's very difficult. So in our nutrition coaching, we teach you how to eat, what to eat, how to be flexible. So if you're going out, what you can do, and how to maintain that. So the goal is not to have a nutrition coach forever. And if you do, fine, but to teach you how to do it on your own.
Well, and there's so many apps right now. And what's really, it's kind of annoying, but then it is really nice when you're at a restaurant or you're, traveling or something, you have to go to a drive-through and they already have the calories on there, because when they had the Shamrock Shake at McDonald's, I so wanted one. I'm like, I know it's a ton of calories. But then I looked up how many sugar grams it was. Oh, yeah. And I'm like, okay, yeah, never mind. I'm just going to pass on that. So it is nice that when you have a nutritional coach, they understand that it's not just they're teaching you, it's not just the calories, it's the sugar, it's the sodium, it's all of that, and what to look for when you're out there shopping. Yeah, because you think, oh, I'm just going to go in and get a bunch of vegetables, and what do I do with them?
Right. Now what? Now they're in my drawer. Now they're going to get moldy.
Yeah. So it's nice to have that extra support and someone to contact and things like that too.
Yeah. And we provide everything from the small, like the larger group HIIT training, which is high intensity interval training. But that's really the modifiable workout. So it's our larger group, we call it, because it takes place in the larger section. And we limit that to 20 per class, but that still gives us plenty of room to space people out. And then we have our strength training, which is a semi-private program, which works more on building those larger muscle groups, heavier lifting, really slower paced, more methodical, teaching you how to lift weights the right way. And then we do personal training, we do nutrition coaching, we like to work with, the other thing that I think sets us apart or makes us special is we like to work with other local businesses and help them succeed. So like we carry meals from AZ Fit Kitchen. We work with Roadrunner Nutrition. She brings donuts in for our clients, protein donuts. Every week.
I didn't know there was such a thing. I'm going to have to get one of these protein donuts.
They're delicious. And we have a local boxing club that's working with kids at a very affordable price. They were working outside, and it's hot. It's starting to get hot. So they're using our space on Saturday afternoons to come and teach the kids boxing. So we're always open to working with local businesses, partnering up, making it work, and helping each other out. I think that is one way to ensure everybody's success is just be willing to help.
I didn't know that, so I love hearing that, especially about the boxing. And, especially kids right now, it's so hard for them to, go out and do something or be around other kids. And I'm sure it's helping their self-confidence.
Oh,
and,
yes.
And all of that. So that is really great. And especially working with other businesses, it probably helped keep you motivated during COVID, because I'm sure you were probably like, never mind.
It was hard. It was very difficult. I will tell you that.
But I also know that you reached out to not just the chamber, but you were with the, you were on calls and stuff with the county, and you were even on one of their special groups too, that they had put together, having that small business voice, that you're not like another gym. You're not like a doctor's office or a restaurant or something. It's a boutique gym, and so it needs to be treated a little bit different, just like every other business needs to be treated different too. So I thought that's amazing as a business owner, knowing where the resources are. So, and do you think that any of your banking background kind of helped with that when you started your business? Or
So it did. And, I always had a passion for helping others. I volunteered a lot back home. I was on several boards. I worked with hospice. I worked with kids. I worked with a homeless shelter. I was always very active with the chamber. I was Rotarian for years. And so having that networking experience and knowing that we need to really rely on each other and watching, because I worked with businesses. So watching how successful and how much more meaningful you could be if you could just be a partner with somebody who needed you, right? Individually and on the business side. So I think that helped a lot as far as like developing connections and going in with the right vision. But also having the banking experience and, watching people be successful on the business side. I think it did give me a little bit of insight into, what you need to do to be successful. Now, I think nobody's perfect, and we obviously continue to have hiccups, and we're still trying to play catch up from being closed really 6 months out of 12. But we're doing everything we can day in and day out just to make sure that we still provide that same experience and are reaching out consistently.
Excellent. I love it. And I wish you all the great success that you deserve too. So, Thank you. Speaking of getting involved, you just are getting involved with the chamber more too. You're going to be on our special programs of committee, and then also helping us relaunch our young professionals group too.
Yes, I'm so excited about that.
We are very excited about that. And I can already feel the energy and all the great ideas coming from you. So I can't wait to get that started. So on a personal note, you are getting ready to go into a competition, and I'm not even going to try to explain it. I'm going to let you to do it.
Yes, I am. It is Saturday. So
this Saturday?
This Saturday. So we are 5 days out. It's actually a bodybuilding competition. It's the National Physique Committee. NPC is the league that I'm competing in. It is in Chandler, and I'm in the bikini division. I think the bodybuilding world gets a bad rep a lot, and a couple of things that
it's
I just
from
like
the fat people.
I just stop it. I just like to reinforce when it comes to talking about it is, it's not just skinny people who are lucky to be skinny, right? There is so much work that goes into getting ready for a competition. It's countless hours of lifting weights and cardio and making sure your macros or your food is right every single day, and sacrificing social events and time with friends and things to make sure that you are ready. And we've started coaching some beginner competitors in the gym, which is super cool. We've gotten a couple people on stage that said they would never get in a bikini and heels. So the show is extravagant, right? Like you get to put on a super expensive sparkly bikini and some heels and you get glammed up, but it's really the appreciation for the work that goes into it that got me interested, right? Like I watched my strength trainer, Jamie, prep for, and she's in the figure level, which is a little bit higher than me, and not higher. The divisions are all equal. It's just more muscle. The way the body is shaped is different each division. So I've just watched her prep for several competitions, and the dedication that goes into it is just, it's unbelievable. So once I took over and I started working out more and making changes in my eating and realizing what it could do for my body, I just really wanted to challenge myself and say, if I really push myself and really focus, what can I do? And I think a lot of the members watched that happen, and they started getting interested in it, right? And I had no intention of coaching people when I started doing it, and realizing, every coach has to start somewhere when it comes to whether it's personal training or the bodybuilding world. I've been fortunate enough to have several ladies trust me to be their coach, and as I'm developing my skills on that side. Okay. But this time has been the most focused I've been as far as the show goes. I also have a coach.
Is this your first show?
This is my third show.
Okay, your third show. Okay.
But the other two, the first one was my first show. So your first show, no matter how great your coach is, you still have no idea what to expect when you get on the stage. And then the second show was in the middle of COVID. And, your mind it was all over the place. Are we open? Are we closed? What are we doing? Where are we going? Are we coming? What's happening? And so this time I've actually been able to step back, focus quite a bit on it. And it's unbelievable. Like the body is amazing to me. It's both a science and an art. And it's, if anybody's listening and you're like, yeah, bodybuilders, blah, blah, blah. Like many people do it naturally without any type of performance enhancing drugs, and a lot of hard work and a lot of dedication. But you don't have to be, and I like to stress this too, you don't have to be at that level to come work out with us. Like that is not even remotely our number one focus, right? Our number one focus is changing your lives both mentally and physically, getting your nutrition under control, and making you be the best version of yourself. And if you can walk in with that mentality, you're going to walk out a stronger person every single time you come in.
Excellent. Well, I wish you so much luck on Saturday. And
thank you.
Please keep us posted on the outcome and so forth. But yeah, I just wanted to also stress a couple of things too. We've had a couple of your members or your coaches, speak at different chamber events, and you can just see how they're passionate about it and how their lives have changed too. And when it goes back to nutrition, it's not just people that want to lose weight. It's also people that need to maybe gain weight,
right?
And when you talk about the body, I totally agree. It's an amazing thing. And I think you need to get to know your body, even better than what your doctor would know too, and listen to it and what it needs and so forth too. So if someone needed to or wants to get a hold of you, how do they find Achieve Strength and Fitness? So
there are a couple of ways. You can visit our website at it's the longest website ever. Let me start over. www.achievestrengthandfitness.com. You can text me or call me at area code 219-808-5939. Or you can email me at achievestrengthandfitness@gmail.com.
And you also have a Facebook page?
Oh, yes. We have a Facebook and an Instagram.
Okay.
Instagram is Achieve Strength and Fitness with only one S because it was too long.
Okay. Thanks for shortening it for us. And then your location, where are you guys located?
We are on Silverbell and Wade at 8235 North Silverbell, right next to the other chamber member, the station.
The station, yes. So, and that is in Marana.
It is.
So, great neighborhood over there too. So,
yes.
You don't necessarily have to live in that neighborhood. You can live anywhere and, make your dreams come true. So, again, Theresa, I so thank you for joining us here today and taking your time. And if there's anything the chamber can do, please let us know. And we wish you much, much more success than what you've already had. So, again, I'm Audra Winters with the Marana Chamber. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you to Anstar Productions for helping to record and edit us out today. And just again, I hope you all have a safe and happy day. Please remember to shop local and spend lots of money local. Take care. Bye.